papers are full of it. It's too soon for another job. Why ever play our luck? It's asking for trouble. Are you listening? Do you teach that stuff?
A private pleasure. A pleasant change after listening to my pupils murdering the classics.
Well?
Well, what, Madame Maria?
You insist on going through with it.
Certainly.
But why? Why?
My dear Maria, I have brains and you have other, no less desirable qualities. Having brains, you must permit me to exercise them. An opportunity like this comes once in a lifetime. Well, we seem to be out of ice. I'll get some.
Angelo, I'm worried.
Don't be.
I am. I'm worried about you. This is the last time.
Yes. You see, it's too late to go back on this job now. We're here for the final arrangements.
You want to hear about my final arrangements? Look, we leave next Thursday. First stop Madrid.
No,
and then...
no, not now. Put it away.
You haven't changed your mind?
No, I told you.
This is the last time.
The last time.
Here, my sweet, settle your nerves.
You know I don't drink when I'm driving.
But tonight you won't be driving. We're not taking the car, we're using a cab.
A cab?
Yes. May not be so fast, but it's part of the London surroundings, almost invisible. So you see, my dear, there's no reason why you shouldn't have a drink tonight. You're sitting this one out. Now, that'll be Max. Let him in, Angelo.
It's your own front door. Why don't you open it?
But, my dear Maria...
Angelo doesn't like taking orders.
Because you think it humiliates him? Well, you're quite wrong. You just don't understand. I've done a great deal for him. He needs discipline. He appreciates my brains, my organizing
And you
ability.
appreciate his guts. Because it's his guts that get things done.
Well, let's say he's an extension of my will, a kind of limb. To you, my dear. And may I say you're looking lovelier than ever.
To Angelo. Because tonight he needs the luck.
Very well. To Angelo.
Evening, Doc. Maria?
Hello, Max.
Oh, that's just what I can use, a drink.
Not now, Max, later.
Oh, come up, Doc. Tonight's the night.
And for that reason, you don't drink.
Whose side are you on?
Our side?
Max, when you drink, you become careless. You talk too much. So for the present, you don't drink.
You're the boss.
As you say. Is that the equipment?
That's it.
Put it on the table over there. All right, Max. Unpack the bag.
Number plates. Torch. Masks. Skeleton keys. And just in case, one gun. One box of shells.
Those plates, they'll fit the cab?
Positively.
That gun, it's meant to intimidate, not to fire.
I know. Not to be used unless absolutely necessary.
Not even then.
I hope Cyril and Joe won't let us down.
They understand their instructions. Are you quite sure you understand yours? All right, put the things back in the bag. Angelo.
Yeah?
Check the time.
Any news of your mother?
Yeah, she's feeling better, thank you.
I'm glad.
She's phoning here tomorrow.
It will be 10:35 precisely.
At the third stroke, it will be 10:35 precisely.
Spot on.
Good. Now, we all have the same time as Cyril and Joe, and of course we have the same time as the post office. You leave in 10 minutes. This stays here.
Want me to sign the pledge?
You could do worse. And now we'll have a last quick run through the plan of action. You know the route to the area. We've been over it a dozen times already. Any questions?
I know my routine.
You should be back here just after 1.
If
your information is reliable.
It is. It's never been wrong, has it?
The right time, the right van, the right sack, huh?
My information is 100%.
You asked for questions, no?
He didn't mean that kind of question.
Angelo?
Yeah?
You'll ring in to report at 12 o'clock from the phone box as arranged.
Why stop the phone?
Because I want to know. Besides, who will bother about a cab waiting whilst its fare makes a phone call?
I suppose you're right.
Now, first of all, the number.
X452.
Yes, and remember, that's just another way of saying £80,000.
Going to the match tomorrow?
No, I like to get all the results on the radio together. It'd do you good to see a game once in a while. £75,000. Just wants to get my hands on money like that. That the lot?
Yeah, I'll lock her up. Roll on Saturday.
You and your treble chance. Why don't you try a new perm for a change?
I'll leave that sort of thing to the wife. Only last month she won £25. Oh.
You all right, chap?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Ewan!
You've had a few, haven't you, mate? You'll kill your ruddy self riding that.
Do you think you better walk?
Yeah, be all right. Just shovel.
On your merry way.
There he goes, wobbling all over the road. Hey, do you get paid for being drunk in charge of a bike?
I remember one night I was out on a long run. On my way back to town, hit some lights. Well, it had been raining, and the road was black. Well, I was doing...
Just stick up. Do what you're told and you won't get back. Drive on and act normally. Any funny business and your mate gets it, understand?
I think you get away with it, do you? You'll get 20 years for
Shut
this.
up. Now, release the cash to the rear door. Come on, quick. Now, drive on and remember I am behind you.
Nightcap?
No. Thanks.
We've plenty of time to kill before they get back.
And you thought we'd kill it together?
Whilst waiting for Angelo's phone call, I can take it on this extension here.
Get out of here.
At one time I can remember...
Times have changed.
My dear Maria, I can quite understand you finding Angelo sympathetique. He's young, good-looking, physically attractive. But don't you feel there's something, well, something lacking here?
He's got brains. Only you won't let him use them. Because it suits you. Because you like to be the all-powerful figure, the big boss.
Don't forget my culture.
We mustn't forget the culture. While he does all the dirty work.
Maria, you disappoint me. You've become a Philistine. What do you two people find to talk about?
Is that what you want now? Talk? Give me that key.
Come and get it.
The key. Come on.
Better do as he says, Jack.
Turn down the first alley on the right here.
Dirty swine.
Shut up. Okay, let's go.
What about my mate?
One peep out of you and you get with the same treatment, understand?
Jack. Jack.
Poor boy. Poor little fella. Oh, look, Mummy's brought you some nice warm milk. Come and drink it up, my darling, and then you'll feel better. Oh, sweetheart. Are you going to be all right? Is it just a little chill you've got, or have you picked up something in the park? I wonder, should I ring up Mr. Ackroyd and get him to come round and have a look at you? What do you think, darling? You're not well. Don't suppose you like being disturbed at this hour of the night. Still, it is an emergency, isn't it? Yes, I think I have to, really, I do. Now, let me see, where are my glasses? Oh, here they are. Now, what's the number? Let me see, Mr. Ackroyd. Ah, here we are. Ackroyd. Millview, 1114. Now, M-I-L. Oh, naughty, put that down. Oh, Belcher. Put it down, you naughty boy. Dear, dear. Now, let me see, where was I? Oh, yes, M-I-L. Let me go.
I told you it was all over. Now get out of here. Angela, darling, are you all right? Did he go off all right?
Oh, isn't that Mr. Ackroyd's house?
No, you've got the wrong number.
Oh, but I want him. It's about my dog.
Oh, get off the line, you silly old cow.
Well, really?
Stop that. I told you it won't get you anywhere.
Well, if that's the way you want it.
Why doesn't he phone? Do you suppose something's gone wrong?
I planned everything down to the last detail. Nothing can go wrong.
That's what always irritated me about you. You're being so irritatingly calm. So absolutely certain that everything would go the way you wanted.
Not everything, it seems. But don't worry unless something totally unforeseen has happened.
Unforeseen?
Puncture, engine trouble, both highly unlikely. The engine's in perfect order, and the tires are new.
Well, suppose someone saw them.
Relax, my dear Maria. He'll come back to you. unfortunately. I'll go make some coffee.
Hello. You all right, darling? You're late.
Yes, I did try to phone you a few minutes ago, but you were engaged. What's the matter? You sound sort of excited.
Well, it's natural, isn't it? I mean, under the circumstances. No trouble.
No, just one thing I didn't like, but I'll tell you when I see you. You can tell Doc Paul that everything went according to plan, huh? Bye.
Angelo just called.
Really?
Well, aren't you interested in what he has to say?
Yes, of course I am. But I can guess what he said. He said that he's safe and well, that he loves you after his fashion, and that everything went according to plan.
Well, you've guessed wrong. Everything didn't go according to plan.
What do you mean? What happened? What did he say?
I don't know. He'll tell us when he gets back.
How do you know something went wrong? What did Angelo say?
I thought you'd guessed. Oh, it all came off all right. But there was something he didn't like.
Well, I don't suppose it was anything much. We'll wait and see. Here's your coffee.
Oh, I do apologize for ringing up at such a late hour, but I did try and get you earlier. Somehow I got a wrong number. It was answered by an extremely rude young woman. She seemed to think I should be somebody called Angelo. Mr. Ackroyd. Mr. Ackroyd? Hello? Hello? Oh, God, he seems to put the phone down. Now, why should he do that, I wonder? What is the matter with everybody tonight, Belcher? Oh, my darling. Oh, I do believe your nose is just a little bit colder. Yes, it is. Splendid, splendid. Do you know it's past midnight? Time that all decent people were in their beds and fast asleep? Now have a good night's rest, my darling, and in the morning you'll be better. There, my beautiful boy.
Well, this is nice. Very domestic. Quite like old times. Oh, there they are. Right on time.
I'll let him in.
No, my dear. No emotional scenes on the doorstep, please. Wonderful. Wonderful. Well done, my boy.
Better open it now and check it's the right bag, huh?
If it's the right number, it's the right bag. Where are the others?
Putting away the taxi.
Everything else all right?
Yeah.
Did Joe's bicycle act go off all right? Well?
Look, I'll tell you about it later. Right now I could use a drink, huh?
Yes, of course, of course. You go up. I'll leave the latch up for the others.
So you made it. Your phone call had me worried. What happened? Well, what happened?
That idiot Max called out my name.
When? What for?
One of them tried to jump me. Max saw him coming and called out a warning. I had to cosh him.
How hard?
I put him to sleep.
I don't see that what Max did was wrong.
He called out Angelo. The ruddy fool needn't have said Angelo, need he?
Aren't you attaching too much importance to all this? After all, what lead can they get from the name Angelo? There must be hundreds of Angelos. In any case, you've no criminal record. So even if the police do check on all the Angelos that are concerned in this sort of activity, they won't find your name on the files. Also, you have an excellent alibi. You were here, in this house, as my guest. Both you and your fiancé. We can both swear to that, can't we, my dear?
Well, what's up? It's not the wrong bag.
Angelo's been telling me how careless you were, Max.
Me?
Why do you call out my name, huh?
Well, I like that. A fine mess we should have been in if I hadn't.
There was no need to use my name.
So what? We were both masked.
And what about voices? You spoke to the driver, too, I presume.
What should I have done? Use sign language?
A name and two voices. That was careless.
I don't think we've anything to worry about.
He should have had more sense.
All right, I was careless. So what?
I'm sorry.
Why don't we open the sack?
Yes, bring the sack to the table, Max.
It's tough stuff, this.
Quite rightly. Mailbag should be strong and durable. Don't fiddle about like that. Cut it open.
Sad when you think this bag was probably made by one of our own friends. So maybe one day one of us will.
Oh, can it?
Fivers, lots of lovely fivers. There must be thousands of pounds worth.
Yes, that's something I hadn't anticipated.
Yeah, but welcome just the same, eh, Doc?
Mm-hmm. A good many bundles of 10-shilling notes, soiled, but not too soiled.
No such thing as dirty money, Doc.
A lot of ones, still quite usable. It's a pity by the fivers.
A pity?
What do you mean, Doc?
Simply that we can't use them.
Can't use them.
Why?
Because £5 notes have numbers that are usually noted. Why, they can be traced.
We can pass them off at race courses, dog tracks, a few at a time, huh?
Certainly. Well, why not?
Because we can't take a chance. It's asking for trouble. I will not permit the £5 notes to be used. They'll be burned.
Burnt?
Yes, burned.
Are you crazy? Well, you're nuts.
Well, you're both entitled to your own opinion. But that's what I've decided, and what I say goes. Any questions? Now, can we start counting? Cyril, you take the 10-shilling notes. Max and Angelo, you take the pound notes. And I'll separate the £5 notes for destruction.
I never thought I'd live to see the day when clerical work gave me pleasure.
That's the front door.
At this time of morning?
Max, go to the window, see who it is. Well, who is it?
I can't see. Whoever it is standing under the porch. Oh, wait a minute. Someone has just stepped back. The police. Two of them.
Get rid of all that stuff, quick. Take it in the kitchen. Hide it. Get it out of sight.
What you gonna do?
I'm going to answer the door, of course.
No, don't. Leave it. Don't answer it. Let it ring.
Now, don't be a fool. Pull yourself together. Well, do something. Play cards. You'll find some cards in the drawer there, Maria. Yes?
Are you the householder, sir?
I'm Dr. Pole, yes.
Is anything wrong, sir?
Of course not. Why?
The door was open.
Oh, yes, very foolish of me, I left the latch up. It's very nice to see that our policemen are so observant. It's a very chilly night. Would you like to come in for a drink?
Well, not just at the moment, sir. We're expecting the sergeant round.
It's gone.
What's gone?
The gun, it was in this pocket. Come on, hand it over.
You crazy? I haven't got it.
Satisfied?
Cyril?
Search me.
I will. Get up.
Looking for something?
My gun. You have it.
Yes, and a good thing, too. It would have been a pity to shoot two innocent policemen who were considerate enough to tell us that the front door was open.
The front door?
Yes, you incompetent idiots. You forgot to put the latch down when you came in. Well, now that little excitement is over, shall we carry on with the counting?
My gun.
A symbol of authority, my dear fellow. Until our business is completed, it stays with me. Now get the money and let's carry on with the work.
6:30, time to get up. Come along. How is my beautiful boy today? How is my lovely Belcher? Oh, he's got a lovely cold nose. That's right, darling. Now, we'll just turn on the wireless and see what the weather's going to be like. Because if it's going to be fine, do you know what? I'm going to take you walking. I am, yes. And I think it's going to be very nice. Oh, there, we've missed the weather. Never mind. Perhaps I'll put it on at the end of the news, darling. It is going to be nice, I think.
A General Post Office van was attacked by two men in southwest London last night and a mail bag containing more than £80,000 in soiled banknotes was stolen. In a struggle with one of the men, a post office guard, Mr. Jack Bates of Putney, was seriously injured and died in hospital early this morning. The weather will be cloudy with some rain.
Check and double check.
80,500.
40,500. At the risk of sounding repetitive, we are not including the fivers. We can use them to light the fire.
40,000 nicker to light a fire, blimey.
Angelo.
It's a pity. It's a great pity. But there it is.
That man you hit, the post office guard, he died this morning of head injuries.
No. No, he couldn't have. I only tapped him. How do you know?
It's just come over on the radio. I heard it in the bedroom. You fool. You fool. Why did you do it?
Yeah. What's the trouble?
Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
I must. They'll find out soon enough.
Something very bad has happened. Came over on the radio. The guard is dead. He died in hospital.
What? You slap-happy fanatic. A fine mess you've landed us with now, a murder rap. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm not going to swing for it. You murderer. Scum it! Why, you are... Scum it!
Let's not lose our heads. What exactly did the newscast say, Maria?
That a mail van had been robbed, the guard attacked, and has died from injuries.
Any other details?
No.
He must have died from something else. What I did could never have killed him. I didn't mean to kill him.
Well, I didn't know anything about it. I didn't even see it. I was in the cab.
Look, if they get onto me, they get onto all of us. And whose fault is it if they do? Who blabbed my name, huh?
No, let's go into all that again. It's regrettable, but the situation regarding ourselves remains exactly the same. Our chances of getting caught are no different now than they were 10 minutes ago.
No. The bloke's dead. Now they never let up. They'll comb London for us.
Without the slightest idea of where to look.
What are you going to do, huh?
Nothing. We're going to stay here and wait and see. There may be some additional news in the morning papers.
Now, Belcher, don't go away. Come back. Oh, good boy. He did want to go out, didn't he? That's very extraordinary.
Yeah, it's all over the front page.
What? Let me see. As the guard, Mr. Bates, tried to attack the armed bandit, the second man shouted, "Angelo, look out. I could kill you for this."
Why go on about it? What's happened's happened. So what? What's so important about it? Like the doc said, there's hundreds of Angelos.
I tell you something, this is the last job I do with you.
Maybe it's the last job you'll do, period.
What we ought to do is to split up and get the hell out of here, quick.
Yes, but not yet. For the moment, we're safest here. Remember, I've lived here for years. I'm known, respected.
A decent tax-paying citizen.
All right for you, Doc. You've got a fine, respectable front. But what about us? Stay cooped up in here for weeks? Oh, no, thanks.
Me likewise.
It's not a question of weeks. It's just waiting until the thing blows over.
Supposing the driver gave the police their description.
They were both wearing masks. All he knows is they were young men wearing hats and coats. Vague descriptions. Where's that going to lead the police? Nowhere.
Yes, but put together with my name.
The police have never heard of you. Can't you see that the safest place for you and Maria is right here?
Don't listen to him, Angelo. We can get away now. I've got the tickets, I told you. We can be in Spain tonight.
Listen to me, you little fool. Tickets for Spain. How far do you think you'll get? They'll be watching the boat trains, the airports, all the ways out of the country. They'll be watching them all.
Yeah, but what'll they be watching for? You said yourself the police don't know us. They haven't got a clue.
The money, you idiot. You don't want to leave it behind, do you? When have I ever given you wrong advice? I'm the brains in this organization. Have any of our plans gone wrong? Have I ever made a mistake? You brought this situation on yourself. Haven't I asked you? Haven't I begged you? No violence. Now you're facing a murder charge. I know you couldn't help it. But that's not going to help you, is it? Not if you're caught. And if you listen to me, you won't get caught. I've means of getting the money out of the country. But I must have time. It can't be done at once. All we have to do is stay here and lie low. Now, it's up to you. Do you trust me or not?
I guess the doc's right.
Now, is that a coincidence or not? I wonder. Could be. Still. Oh, I do hate reading about these terrible murders and robberies. They're rather fascinating. But that name, Belcher. Angelo. I wonder, should I do something about it? I think I should. One has one's duty, you know, Belcher. One has one's duty. I think I will. What is the number? Something we all know. Whitehall, 1212.
What are you doing?
It's obvious, isn't it?
Look, darling, the doc is right. What he says makes sense.
Nothing makes sense to me anymore. If only you'd taken my advice and not gone into this, we didn't have to wait everything we wanted. By now, we could be miles away, happy and safe.
We still can be.
But only if we go now.
No. The doc says he can fix things, and I'm sure that he can.
Angelo, there's something I ought to tell you. Something happened last night.
What? What happened?
Well, I was waiting for your phone call, and
Yes?
when the phone rang, I picked it up.
Well?
And it wasn't true.
Well, who was it?
A woman.
A woman? What she want?
I don't know, something about a dog or something.
A dog or so?
Well, when the phone rang, naturally, I thought it was you. I was so relieved. I said, Angelo, darling, are you all right? Or something like that. And it wasn't true, you see?
No, I don't see. What?
Angelo, a complete stranger called up on the phone last night, and I spoke your name.
All right. So someone calls out of the blue, dials the wrong number, and you speak my name. Well, what's in that?
A call can be traced.
Not on an automatic telephone. You're making too much of this. Darling, come on now. Be patient. We just wait a few days here until Paul can fix it for us to get the money out of the country, yeah?
I don't know, I'm worried. Suddenly, everything seems to be going wrong. Angelo, I'm asking you, begging you, please, let's get out of here now.
No. We must be guided by the doc. He's the boss, and we must listen to him.
Well, I don't trust him.
Don't you? He was here last night, wasn't he?
You know he was. We were both here.
You know what I mean. He was here in your bedroom.
Yes, we were waiting for your call.
There's a phone in the living room, so you have to both wait in here, huh?
Look, I know what you're thinking, and you're wrong. Nothing happened. Nothing.
I don't believe you. You're lying to me.
For heaven's sake, this is hardly the moment for a jealous scene. You don't seem to realize the position we're in. We're in terrible danger. The only thing that matters is that we get out of here now.
The only thing that matters to me is that you tell the truth. You're lying to me, and I want the truth.
All right, then, yes. He tried, and that's as far as it went. And if you don't believe me, you can think what you like.
No, madam. I'm afraid not. We can manage most things, but there is no way we can trace the wrong number. Well, as they didn't tell you what the number was, I'm afraid we can't do anything to help you.
Oh, that is disappointing. I thought I had some valuable information for you, as they say in the papers. Are you sure you wouldn't like me to go over the facts again? Oh, well, that's for you to say. But you have made a note of everything.
Yes, madam, and I'll pass it on immediately to the officer in charge of the case. And if anything else should come to mind, I hope you'll call me. Or better still, contact Superintendent Blake's office at Southwest District Headquarters. Particularly, of course, if you should happen to remember the actual number you phoned. Yes, Yes, I'll give you the phone number and the address.
Yes, yes, I've made a note of that. Oh, yes, thank you. Goodbye. Oh, well, that's that. A very sad disappointment, Belcher. But what a nice man. I'd no idea detectives were so human.
Well, better pass this to the super at Southwest, I suppose.
Well, why not talk to him in person? I just saw Blake upstairs in the CRO.
Oh, good. No luck?
No.
Right. Have a look at this lot, Mr. Saunders.
Well, if you say so.
You're our only witness, you know. The smallest point may be important. May I have a word with you, sir?
All right, Max, bring me the other fibers.
Not me, Doc. Lighting a fire with 40,000 quid. It's unnatural.
It's immoral.
Very well. I'll do the job myself. Now, mustn't you put too many on to begin with? Don't want to set the chimney alight. Then one got a match. Well, someone must have a light. Oh, thank you, my dear fellow.
Oh, what are you... I've decided I don't agree with you.
Have you?
Oh! That's trying to burn the money, and that's from Maria. Had enough? Huh? Okay. Pick him up. Come on. Pick him up. Take him over there. Come on.
Blimey. Came the revolution.
What next?
I'm taking over. We clear out.
You're what?
I'm taking over.
Suits me.
What about the cash?
We split as before. No. He gets a quarter instead of half. In fibers. Maria, get a suitcase, okay? When are you pushing off?
Just before 10. There's a fellow on the Butte Road, Cardiff, who'll put me up. There's a train leaving from Paddington.
If you ask me, you're making a great mistake leaving this house.
No one's asking you, Doc.
Yeah, this bloke off the Butte Road. Do you think he's got room for me?
Why not? You've got the money to pay for it.
You know, Belcher, it was really your fault. Oh, I don't mean the murder. I mean you making me get the wrong number. Belcher, I've got an idea. I'll do exactly what I did when I tried to phone Mr. Ackroyd. A reconstruction, they call it. Now, you were there, and I was here at the phone, and I must try to remember exactly what I did and what you did very carefully.
I'll be with you in a few minutes to take that written statement from you, Mr. Saunders. The constable here will find you a cup of tea.
Right, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. This way, Mr. Saunders.
Excuse me.
Oh, it's about a lost dog, madam. The desk sergeant will see you.
What did you...
Anything new, sir? Nothing new on any Angelos, if that's what you mean. The description doesn't seem to fit anyone in the files.
And the other one?
Well, the driver Saunders picked out 304. Ah. Here are their names with their last known addresses. I want each man found. I want to know where they were at the time of the crime, where they spent the night, the lot. And if they can't give any satisfactory explanation, I want them brought in here, right?
Right, sir.
Oh, you better get Evans and Hughes to help.
Oh, there's a Miss Crystal to see you, sir. Keeps talking about a wrong number and someone called Belcher.
Belcher? Who's he?
I don't know, sir. The woman's a bit balmy, if you ask me, sir. But she insists on talking to you personally.
Oh, that woman. Yes.
You know about her, then, sir?
I do, Sergeant, I do. We better have her in here.
The superintendent will see you now, Miss Crystal.
Oh, how very kind.
I think you better leave the dog out here.
Oh, no, indeed not. We're not used to being separated.
Oh, the constable will look after him.
Well, if you're quite sure you know how to take care of him.
I do, ma'am.
Are you used to animals?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Very well.
Here you are, Max.
Thanks, Doc.
Max, are you certain this is the way you want things? After all, we've been a pretty good team in the past, with things run my way. We've played safe, we've had no trouble with the police, and there have been decent profits all round. Why break up an organization now?
Sorry, Doc.
But you could talk to Angelo, put things to him the right way. He'll listen to you. You need my brains, my organizing ability. Well, at least listen to me for the last time. Don't leave this house yet. Wait here a while until things have blown over. If you leave now, you'll be picked up.
Thanks for the offer of the hospitality, Doc, but it's no good.
But if you're picked up, you will talk. You'll all talk.
So what? We're all in the same boat, aren't we?
Now, listen, Max,
Look, things will never be the same, Doc. You're a clever man, but not clever enough. Thanks, Doc.
Max! This is a great excitement for me.
Your first visit to a police station?
Yes, as a visitor.
As a visitor?
Oh, I've been to a police station before, when I was a very young girl, you know.
No, I didn't know.
Yes, but they didn't show me into the superintendent's office then. Oh, dear me, no. Downstairs in the cells.
Oh?
Oh, I've shocked you. Oh, it wasn't really a criminal offense, though of course it was against the law.
An interesting point of view.
Well, in the old days, I was a suffragette, you know, when dear Mrs. Pankhurst was campaigning. And one afternoon, I got a little too enthusiastic.
What, did you hit a window or a politician?
Oh, neither. A policeman.
You won't do it again, will you?
Oh, no. I've been quite law-abiding since then. As a matter of fact, I'm very anxious to help the police.
We are most grateful to you, Miss Crystal. I've seen your statement. As a matter of fact, I have it here. I understand there's something you wish to add.
Well, when I made that statement over the phone, I wondered if I laid enough stress on the way this woman spoke.
Well, let's see. She said, Angelo, are you all right, darling? Did it go off all right?
That is quite correct. She was very excited, agitated, and very rude.
Rude?
When she found out I wasn't the Angelo she was expecting, she said, well, just read the statement.
Ah, yes, I see. A wrong number, you silly old cow.
Oh, how very vulgar, don't you think?
Yes, indeed, most distressing. Wrong numbers do irritate a lot of people, especially when they're otherwise engaged at the time.
But this person, she answered the telephone immediately the bell started to ring, as if she were expecting a call. I could tell by her voice.
Yes, I agree. She could have been expecting a phone call from someone called Angelo, and this Angelo could have been the person involved in the mail van robbery.
I think so.
Yes, but as I think has already been explained to you, there's nothing we can do about it.
Oh, because you can't trace the wrong number.
Exactly.
But you can trace this call, Superintendent.
How?
I didn't dial the wrong number.
You didn't?
No, I never do.
Do you mean to say this woman was at the house of this Mr. Ackroyd, the vet?
Oh, no, of course not.
Well, what exactly do you mean, Miss Crystal?
Well, I was knitting a jumper for my nephew, but I couldn't keep my mind off my darling Belcher.
Belcher?
My dog. He was so terribly sick. Of course, it may have been the sausages he had for his supper, although I had some and I felt quite all right. Then again, he may have picked up a germ somewhere.
Miss Crystal, please.
Oh, well, I'm just trying to explain to you why I had to ring the vet so late at night. Well, I left my knitting on the chair, and I got up trailing the wool behind me. Well, you can't blame Belcher for that, can you?
Hmm? Oh, no, of course not.
So, anyway, I found this number, Mr. Ackroyd, Millview 1114. Well, I dialed M-I-L. Then, out of the corner of my eye, I saw Belcher playing with my wool. I said to him, now put that down, you naughty boy, put it down. And he did. Oh, he's very obedient.
And then?
I started to dial again.
The same number?
Yes. It had slipped my mind that I'd already dialed M-I-L, so I dialed those letters again.
Miss Crystal, are you sure that this is what happened?
Oh, absolutely. So you do see, it's very important that we should reconstruct it just as it happened.
So when Belcher interrupted you, you didn't put the telephone back on its cradle?
Oh, no, I'm positive. I had it in my hand the whole time.
So the second time you dialed M-I-L, you were in fact dialing numbers?
Yes, yes. If you look at the dial of your telephone, you'll find that the letter M is also figure 6. I is 4, and L is 5. So I actually dialed M-I-L 6, 4, 5.
Oh, but that's only 3 numbers.
Oh, plus the digit of the number that I was trying to get.
1114.
That's right.
So when you dialed the 1 of that number, the automatic telephone exchange got a full signal and put you through.
Millview 6451.
Are you sure about this, Miss Crystal?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir?
Gregson, I want the name and address of the subscriber at Millview 6451. And find out if we have anything on him. Or her, right?
Millview 6451. Right, sir?
Do you mind if I smoke?
Oh, no, have one of mine.
No, 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 I never touch cigarettes. You have one of mine.
Oh. Thank you very much.
It is rather an acquired taste,
No doubt.
but very soothing in times of stress.
Yes?
I have that information for you, sir. Name of subscriber at Millview 6451 is Dr. Horace Pole. Address 8 Martin Road.
But that's very near me.
Dr. Horace Pole. Anything known?
No, sir. Lived at that address for years. Respectable citizen. He's a doctor of music.
You don't believe that's the number I dialed?
Do you? Oh, your theory is very plausible. Very ingenious, Miss Crystal, but do you know what I think happened? I think you got an ordinary wrong number. Not necessarily Dr. Pole, but some other number. And we have no means whatsoever of finding out what that number is.
Oh, that's a lot of poppycock. Superintendent, forgive me. But, I mean, I don't want to lose my temper, but I feel certain. My feminine intuition.
But unfortunately, we can't produce that as evidence, can we? Now, does it sound likely? A doctor of music, a professor or whatever he is, mixed up in robbery and murder?
Just looking at it makes me feel all warm inside.
You better pack it up. We leave for the station in 10 minutes.
Why hasn't your mother phoned?
I don't know. She should have phoned at 9 o'clock.
Well, why don't you call her? Shouldn't she be warned that we're coming?
Yes, but she hasn't phoned.
Well, you ring her then. There's nothing to stop you. Instead of nattering about her at a time like this. Yeah, hello? Angela? Yeah, he's here. It's her.
Okay. Hello. Mama? Is Angelo. You okay? Hello? Hello? What's happened? He's gone dead. Must have been cut off. I must phone her. Hello. Give me Brighton 3511, please, and hurry.
Hello?
Hello, Mama?
Hello, Angelo. What? A bad line. Oh, it's better now.
Oh, that's good. Listen, I'm coming to see you. Just for a few days, then I go abroad. You fix the hotel, yeah? Oh, and make it for 2. I bring a friend. A girlfriend.
Serious this time? Well, when will you arrive?
Tonight, yeah. No, what happened before? When you phoned?
But I didn't phone you before.
You didn't? But you did. Oh, never mind. There's the pips. Tonight, huh? Okay. It wasn't her.
What do you mean it wasn't her?
It wasn't her who phoned before.
Who was it then?
How should I know? You spoke to her.
Well, she sounded like an old lady.
With an Italian accent?
Well, no, but...
Then it wasn't her. But she asked for Angelo.
Well, that's your name, isn't it?
Why should someone phone here and ask for Angelo?
It's the old lady. Was What's the voice sort of schoolmarmish, you know?
That's it. A bit la-di-da.
Perhaps it's the old woman, the one who got the wrong number yesterday.
And perhaps it's the police.
The police are many things, but they are not old ladies.
And you still think we're safe in here? Come on, Cyril, get moving.
Well, I don't know what you're all talking about, but I'm not going to wait to find out. I'm off.
We take the cab.
No, we don't. We nip over the garden. We'll get the bus to Pennington. And the quicker the better. Well, goodbye, all.
Maria, goodbye and good luck. Listen, you were right about that old lady. Somehow she's managed to trace us. Hurry, get your things.
Right.
I'm sorry for you, my dear fellow.
Oh? Why?
You'll never be quite certain why she's staying with you. Because you're the big boss, because you've taken her away from me, because she loves you, or because of that.
That's my problem.
Yes. Angelo.
What now?
The gun.
What about it?
If they pick you up and you're carrying it, hadn't you better leave it with me?
Don't give it to him.
He's right. Anyway, you shan't be needing guns anymore, I hope. Just in case you have any ideas.
Goodbye, Maria. And I hope you give him a better deal than you gave me.
I'll go. Yes?
Is your name Angelo?
Maybe. Who are you?
It's her. The old woman who got the wrong number. I recognize her voice.
Yes, the silly old cow. I recognize your voice too, my dear. And this distinguished-looking gentleman must be Dr. Pole?
What do you want with us?
We haven't time to talk. We have a train to catch. Come on.
Just a moment. We're police officers. Your friends are in custody, and they've already told us quite a lot. Do you mind showing us what's in that suitcase?
Get out of my way. Come on. Move.
I shouldn't fire that if I were you.
He can't fire it. It isn't loaded.
You rat! Yes. There's enough here for quite a trip. All right, gentlemen, let's go. And you too, miss. All right, come on.
All right, all right.
I should be very interested to know where you come into all this.
Oh, well, of course, I'm not a policewoman, but I did persuade the superintendent to let me ring your number and then have a certain party listening in on the line.
A certain party?
Yes, a Mr. Saunders. He was the other man in the post office van. He was the one that recognized Angela's voice.
Very clever of him.